I was always bi before I identified as like a lesbian. And then one day I was like, wow, why do my brain break at boys? It just don't happen. And then a girl looks at me and I think about it for all of eternity.
Big Boys Neighborhood, beautiful day in the neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. It is our pleasure to go backstage. And we're kind of after hours ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the one and only Kehlani. Hello. Look at you, look at you, look at you. How you doing, Queen? Give it up for Kehlani up in here, y'all. Kehlani, welcome back to the neighborhood, my love. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank
you
you
look
for having
amazing.
me. Thank you.
Go ahead now. You notice she didn't say it back, right? Yeah, she's like, thank you. Wow, a lot of people here. She's like, wow, this is great. Now, let me tell you, Kehlani, we all came together today to have a great moment with you. We're backstage with Big Boy. These people could have been anywhere in the world. They chose to be here. A lot of them had to be at work today. Who had to be at work? So that means that right now something. Anyone had to be at school? She's a teacher. All righty. Anyone that's just unemployed and like, just go on down there. Might as well. But thank you for coming down, man. And we could have did this in studio. We could have did this over the phone, but you made sure that you wanted to do this live in front of an audience as well, man, because you really have a great respect for your fans as well.
Well, they make everything happen, so I appreciate you guys.
Go ahead now. Now, before we get into anything, after hours, I saw the video. Jesus Christ. Have y'all seen the video? Yeah, man. And you know what I love about the video is that you seem so happy. And not like, oh, you're happy and free. But where is Kehlani at right now in life? Because we've had some great conversations in the neighborhood.
I'm really happy. Yeah, I think like for the first time in like every single corner and like area of my life, I'm just like super good. Like friends, family, music, not being like afraid of things. I'm saying a lot of like yeses to things I'm typically like way too scared to do. Like I'm in a really good place, like a super good place.
It takes some time to get there though, huh?
Oh, absolutely. It took till right now, yeah.
Yeah, and you always say that people are a work in progress. And when I saw the video, I was like, man, and you know, sometimes we do send our representatives. You don't know how happy someone could be anyway. But just having conversations with you from the past too, I looked and I was like, man, she just seems so happy in the skin that she's in right now. And dancing and having fun. You know, and of course, when we do get an album, I don't know when the album's coming.
Very soon.
Life is like that. Life is, I feel this way at a certain time. I feel up here. I feel a little bit more connected with the soil down here. I feel a little anxiety, depression, whatever it may be. But with this one, you felt like, let's go party. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, I think like coming out of, the pandemic and like going on tour for this like really sweet album that I made and like having this moment maybe on like the first week of tour of being like, wow, these are really pretty, really cute songs. And like, it's really hard to like have the energy that I have on stage and then like it not transfer with my fans because both of us wanted to like turn up with each other.
Right.
And it was like, I'm singing the cutest, sweetest songs in my life. And granted, at the time, that's what I wanted to make. And I was that's just where I was. And I was grateful for that. But it ended up maybe like by the second week or two, we were playing a lot of stuff from like the album before that because it was more turn. And it was like, okay, I know going into the next batch of music that I make, I want to specifically make it to have like the most fun, like energetic, like rock star tour of my life.
And so, that was by design.
Yeah, it was on purpose. So we made every single song to like purposely have a blast.
And when you say purposely have a blast, it's obvious that you're having one right now. Like I say, it takes time to get there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And now with After Hours as single, you say that there's an album coming real soon.
Yeah.
Is your mindset like that in the album too, or is the album also just life?
No, this is the first, bit of music I've made that like isn't attached to anything that people even know about or attach anything really at all. Like I wasn't sitting here going like, man, I have this thing I have to over explain, or like people know about this thing about me and I have to like get into it. I was like, man, I really like making music. I'm going to treat it more of like a science experiment this time and just try to make my favorite music, have a blast making it, and then really go in visually and really go in creatively with the team and just like make it a package. And that was fun for me. I've never done it this way before.
Does it feel a little different?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah. At any point, Kehlani, did it feel dark?
No.
Albums or any material beforehand?
Yeah.
Right.
I think we all know that.
Right. She's like, that was a stupid ass question. Like,
I think you've had me on this stage before doing this segment. It's
we
been
weren't
really
here.
dark.
We're definitely in the neighborhood. We haven't had a chance to sit down like this.
Sure.
Yeah. So now when you see where you are now, we say, oh, she's so happy. There's just and not a different glow, because that sounds like you didn't come in the last time like this. You know what I'm saying? But it's a different...
I might have been like a monk the last time. Like, I have lots of different iterations.
But it's a different glow for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a different glow. And when I saw that new material was coming, I didn't know what kind of material was coming.
I think people, even from the singles, still don't have any clue what's coming, for sure.
And then when I started hearing certain people like, man, did you watch the new Kehlani video? And then I was like, no, I haven't watched it. Have you watched it? No, I haven't watched it. Oh, man, you got to watch it. And I was hearing it from all these different people. Then after about the 6th or 7th person, I'm like, dude, they're all fucking perverts. You know what I'm saying? Louis being one of them. You know, like, yeah. So then when I did watch the video, I was like, okay. I see what's going on here. She's in her, you're good in your skin. You're as happy as you can be. And I think that that's one of the things that I had a chance to really say, oh, well, you know what? She's good. She's happy. She's in party mode. You know, and I think that's what we're looking for in the summer too. We had some crazy ass times when
it's still crazy right now.
Yeah. So, but it depends on how much you want to bathe in it. It depends on how much you want to bathe in it, because it's going to be there. And I think it's going to get even a little more crazier. We're in an election year. 2024 started off a certain way. So I'm just like, dude, you got to build your own fort around you and party within your fort. The world is going to be what it's going to be. And I'm not here to totally change the world. If it happens from my being positive, okay, cool. But I know I got 2 kids I got to take care of. I got a wife, I got family, and that's my main focus. You know what I'm saying? Focus on me, focus on them, and it's going to be a lot of shenanigans going on anyway. Do you look at social media?
Yeah.
You still do?
Yeah.
Do you use it as a tool? Because social media is the gift and the curse.
Yeah, I have a healthy relationship with social media now. I think that was the longest time coming. I think when I first started, it was like, I owe everyone everything, and I have to tell them everything, and I have to explain. Like, they just have to know where I'm at. And I think over the years, like, it took me getting to now to accept, like, if you really pay attention to me and you actually know, then you do know where I'm at, and you know my heart, and you know I'm always willing to learn, and you know I'm always willing to be held accountable, and you know I'm always willing to like put my foot forward and use my voice and stand where I need to stand. And as far as the other stuff, like you just have to recognize that certain people are miserable.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And like you have to be really miserable to take the time to get online and be miserable. And you gotta pray for people. You really do.
Because sometimes I tell people, I say, man, I know Beyonce don't get up in the morning and be like, yeah, your kid is ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what you wearing, bitch? You know what I'm saying?
There's other things to do. There's so many other things to do.
But it's always somebody kind of like, like throwing up as opposed to somebody coming in and throwing down. You know what I'm saying? So you know how to use it. Did you feel like you let people in too much at one point early on?
I don't really have any regrets about how I went about anything. I think like being open early on really allowed like people to connect with me early. And a lot of those people have like grown up with me. And I feel fortunate that like they, again, I say this all the time, but like they care about me beyond the music. Some people, they only care about the music, and then they're not dropping a hot song. And it's like, we don't care if this B word live or die. You know what I mean? But like I could get it cold and my fans would be like, oh my God, now go get your ginger shots and make sure that you call this person and did you try an IV? And like I'm gonna DM your best friend and make sure that they made you take the ginger shot.
Well,
like,
because they care.
Yes.
I get it cold, they be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there it is. But yeah, they care.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? And it's obvious they care enough to show up. because I got more people here today to come and see you than at my Hollywood Star. Did anybody from here come out to my Hollywood Star? Did anyone? 1, 2, 3. Ah, well, hell, we drove together. You know what I'm saying? So 3 people. You know, is how do you deal with this so-called and not in a bad way with this power?
I'm just grateful for it. And I always just try to remember that it just comes with responsibility. I mean, again, I say this all the time too, so I'm just pretty repetitive because it's just my like morality. But there's so many people who can sing. If you were to like lift all the houses up in Los Angeles right now, there's probably 75% of people are like making songs on GarageBand and they're in their crib praying to make it. They've moved here to make something out of it. So if you're fortunate to get lifted up in this way by people, you owe everything to people at that point. So I'm just grateful, and you have to always be willing to be teachable. You have to always be willing to like understand that owing, I guess, to people in that way.
Are you still in a position where you feel like you're learning a lot still?
I'm always be in that position. I think that's just, the earth is older than us. People have been here way longer than me. Like there were people who've been here way less time than me who are learning at a faster rate. You're always going to learn something from somebody. I'm going to leave here today learning something from this experience right now. It's just, that's how life works.
And you're always open to learn?
Yeah,
that's
as long as it makes sense.
Yeah.
Some people just be mansplaining, just talking. I'm like, yeah, okay. Thank you.
Do you know how to come out enough and disappear enough?
Yeah, I think so. It actually tweaks me out because now I get so many people being like, wow, we don't know anything about you. And like, you're just so mysterious. I'm like, what? Am I really? Because I can't fathom it, because I think I've just learned to protect what's sacred to me so deeply. And that again, like if you have known me from mixtape days, like I have just bared it all. Like I have gotten every interview and been like, and my girlfriend and my boyfriend and my mom and my sister and when I was in middle school. And I think you just learn that what's yours is yours.
Right.
And it's a very powerful tool. Even if you're not a musician or in a place of like power in any type of way or have any eyes on you, like it's just a valuable thing to be able to hold that to yourself, because whatever escapes your lips, it has the power to be sent energy towards or shifted in any kind of way. And just like your life is yours, like it's so for you, like live it for you for real.
And I'm sure we had this conversation before, Kehlani. How did this start for you? Were you always kind of into music? Was it in the household kind of thing, or?
Definitely not in the household. Yeah. I don't think anybody in my family does anything like artsy, but I had a very amazing aunt who raised me. And I said had, like something happened. Jesus Christ, have.
Yeah.
I have a really amazing parent who raised me. And like when I wanted to try things, she was like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to find like the free classes or the free summer programs or like all these things. We could not afford any of the like crazy, multi-hobby kid things, but she went crazy. If it was going to be far, she'd make sure she drove me far to take me to the free class, and we got it. And then she put me in summer programs and a free art school, and at that art school was where, I got to shape my singing career, and it all started from there. So.
And how old are you around that time?
13.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, 12, 13.
Did you know that you love music and you wanted to do what you're doing now?
No.
Yeah.
No. I didn't ever have this big like fame dream, which is probably why my relationship with it is like, I'm just grateful for everything that comes my way now, because I wasn't the kid that like had the fake mic in the mirror and was like, I'm going to be a superstar. Like,
so you never went to anyone and said, I'm going to be famous?
No, I was like, wow, those people are really going through it, man. Like,
right. That's crazy, because I would think, how there's always that one or the person that's like, I always knew this was going to happen. Not taken away from anything, like, it's going to be hard. But even with me, right, I knew that I was going to do something in entertainment. When I was 5 years old, I used to write autographs to people. And it used to be, if it was a Kehlani, it'd be like, to Kehlani. And all my autographs for some reason said best wishes, because I thought that's what stars wrote.
That is cute.
So it'd go, Kehlani, best wishes, Kurt Alexander. You know what I'm saying? But I knew, and I threw everything up against the wall. I wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be this. I wanted to be that. And radio just kind of fell into it. But I felt like I was, like at one point growing up, we went through bouts of homelessness. And I remember I told my mom, I said, Mom, I'm going to buy you a house one day so we'll never be evicted again. And when I got on to radio, I bought my mom that house. But I always felt that it was something. If it wasn't music or stardom, did you always have a feeling that there was something special about you?
I think I always wanted to make a difference. I always was the kid with the wow, you've made it out of such a crazy circumstance. Like your circumstance is so and so I was aware that I had a story, and I was aware that I had a unique experience, and I was aware that I was very fortunate to have the outcome that I had based on how I even came into the world. So it was always this little activist me that was I want to shake stuff up, and I want to oppose things, and I want to disrupt, and I want to make change, and I want to help people. My dream was like yours, was just to help my parents, help my family, and I've been able to do that, and that's what propels me, being able to have the women in my family not worry. You know what I mean? I've been able to see all of them are single mothers, and they all have kids, and they're all trying to figure it out, and I'm able to when they need it and when their kids need it, sort that out, and that's the dreams that I dreamt about, and that's what I'm accomplishing.
When do you know that you're on? Because
when you help your family. Yeah, when my mom called me and said, working a job is going to be the death of me, and I was able to say, you do not have to go in. You can stop. Would you like to stop? You can retire tomorrow if you want to.
Damn.
And she did.
I heard
and
that.
And she worked at CPS. And which is really...
Wait, which CPS?
And my Child Protective Services.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Typing in reports. That is treacherous.
Wow.
Imagine that she's coming home and she's you can't never go to a sleepover ever in your life because I just typed this report, right? So it was taking a real toll on her, at this office every single day, all day. And she was like, I can't do it. And I was like, that's all you had to say. Let's not. And I did what I had to do and tailored every single show and every single thing and took the little things that scared me and was like, I'm gonna do it anyways. This for my mom, this for my mom, this for my mom. And now she crochets and
as she should.
I took her to sent her to massage school, and now she's little massage parlor in her house that she does massages and crochet stuff.
Isn't that crazy though?
She's chilling. It's the best. I have accomplished my biggest dream. So everything I do is just extra, and I'm blessed to do it. Anything that comes at a musical experience, that's cool and all, but my mom is good.
And it's been you know how some people say, oh, I've been listening to you, or there's some people that know you, then there's some people that probably may just start to know you from after hours. It's crazy when somebody kind of gets on the bus and joins you for the ride.
Yeah.
But when we sit here and you talk about mixtape Kehlani, the grinded Kehlani, those are the times when there's so much tuition into the School of Experience being paid that even when you have music isn't buying your mom the house first or retiring your mom or, you know what I'm saying? What kind of work did you have to do when you were looking for this, but you still had to do that? You know what I'm saying? You still had to. What did you have any jobs beforehand?
Yeah, I worked at Hot Topic.
See, why could I see you?
That
in
was
Hot
my
Topic?
jam.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, I can
and
see
I
you.
look just like this. Well, no, I didn't look.
Hey man, how many
there was
guys
a glow
came
up.
in and tried to?
I
save
didn't look.
you?
I didn't look anything like this. No. No, I was skateboarding, selling weed at the same time as working at Hot Topic. I was selling gauges. I was the one you came in and steal, and I'd be like, that's not my business.
Right.
I just got out of high school. I was actually, I'm probably my senior year. So it was senior year. And I had always wanted to work at that Hot Topic because it was up the street from my high school.
It's crazy what the dreams are, huh? If
I was
could
honestly, I'm going to work here and it's going to sell spray paint and all this stuff. I worked at an ice cream spot called Cream. I worked at a burger spot called Park Burger.
Damn.
Is that it? Yeah, and then my week that I moved to Los Angeles, I didn't even tell them. I just left and never came back to Park Burger.
Oh yeah.
And then I dropped my mixtape and the lady was like, I have your last check.
You're like, keep it, bitch. So you say you left. Where did you leave from?
From Oakland. It was Park Burger in Oakland.
But you know what? How old were you when you left Oakland?
Like 17.
Who did you leave with?
The Greyhound.
See, let me tell you why I asked that, right?
My suitcase.
My son is 17. If my son called me at 17, 18 and said, Dad, I'm in Oakland, that would scare the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? Even leaving on a dream, because everybody wants to be in the business. And plus, when you have parents or aunts or anyone that love you, they're not telling you don't go out of not believing in you.
Yeah, it's fear. Yeah.
And you got to think, if you have a relative that work at CPS, they seen some of the worst scenarios.
Yeah.
Did they know you were leaving?
Well, I left the house at 14.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So I had already been navigating.
Do you know what I was doing at 14? No, don't.
I mean, same.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
We were all, I mean, maybe.
Right. Well, no, I was thinking something totally different. I don't think you.
Yeah, I was, okay.
Yeah. Well, all right. Fast forward from that. So you left the house at 14. So.
I was already maneuvering the world.
Right.
And by the time I came to LA, there was some like back and forth mishaps of like definitely the government being like, your legal guardian is like, why did you leave the area? And then I came back and then I went to LA again and just navigating the whole, like, I know that there is something unorthodox, like, waiting for me, and I'm just gonna have to thug it when I get to LA, and everybody's gonna have to understand. Like, I can't make this make sense to anybody. But my life had already really not made sense to anybody for a very long time. I'd already been couch hopping and living with the homies and staying wherever and just kind of like maneuvering for so many years.
This isn't like you waking up one morning stretching out going, oh,
yeah, like I wasn't like stable. And then I was like, I'm gonna just go throw the dice and like while out and try to figure out Los Angeles.
Where does the 17, 18-year-old Kehlani go when you get to Los Angeles? And for anyone
my uncle's house.
Okay, so you have some family here.
Yeah, my uncle.
Some sort of family. And anyone that knows, like, traveling, people can say, oh, Oakland is close. That's California. But when you really give yourself a piece of it, shit is far. You know
yeah, on the bus. But the bus became my little jam.
Right.
Yeah, the mega bus.
Right.
With the double decker mega bus with
Lord.
And the top floor got the windows. I used to love that. Put on music, zone out. I think mega bus was like $10 on some days. Like they had their little like, I was a finesser.
Did you think you had to make it or you knew you were going to make it?
I had to get stable.
Yeah.
I had experienced such a long childhood of like just watching all the women in my family have to make something out of nothing, like nothing. And then I left at 14, and a lot of that figuring out was me doing anything that I had to do to like get myself stable. And I just knew like after 18, it's real. Like it's real. So many things are in my hand that like weren't in my hands before, even if I was out of the house. You know, your health care is yours. Your phone bill is yours. I was out the house, but the phone bill was paid. You know,
right?
But I don't know. Yeah, I just had to do what I had to do, and I had a lot of really beautiful guardian angels.
Gotcha.
You know, bless me along the way, and that was very important.
Did it always feel like you were? You know how sometimes you'll feel like I've arrived, I'm there, and then you look back now, you're like, oh, it was an accomplishment, but that wasn't it. Like, do you hear people that say, oh, the first time I met such and such, or the first time I heard myself on the radio, or the first time I was in the studio? It's these accolades. When did you hit, like, your first, where you was like...
When I had my own bed.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
Yeah, I had slept with my siblings growing up, and so, like, having my own bed was, like, so crazy to me. I was like, wow, like, I can decorate this how I want. Because, like, you know, you share with, like, a brother.
Do y'all there's a lot of people here that understand that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have
it's a common story.
I didn't have my own bedroom until I started working in radio and moved out the house. And I had a 2-bedroom apartment. And my whole time, it was like, you know, it's 7 kids and my mom, single parent. So I never had my own bedroom. I never had my own bathroom. So when I had a 2-bedroom apartment, I thought I was rich.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude,
I made it. Who want to move in with me?
Yeah, I was like, what am I doing with this
I moved homies in instantly.
Like, we have arrived.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you need a couch? I got a couch.
But that's crazy that you thought your own bed. Because I remember there were years when I slept on the floor. So when you had your own bed, it's small things like that. So when you look at what you so-called have now, you've dealt with so much that you'll look at something now, it's like, I'm grateful for that.
Absolutely.
Because when people say humble beginnings, it's really not just a phrase
Yeah.
for people
yeah.
that come from humble beginnings.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Are you an asshole now?
No.
Okay. You need to
No.
have a writer contract. You know that people, artists send you like writer contracts so they could put certain stuff in there. She was like, oh, all I need is water. I was like, damn, that's simple.
Oh, yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
I'd be like eating before I go places. So then
Right.
I get there and it's
'Cause you
just
can't
like
trust
the
nobody.
rider full of snacks. And I'm like, dang.
Right.
But we take it. We
Right.
don't leave it.
Yeah.
We take it.
Yeah.
My daughter teared up.
Yeah. How old is your little one now?
She's 5.
How is that?
It's insane.
Hey, dude,
She's insane. She's so cool.
Hey, man, isn't it crazy when you have your little one, you think, what was I doing before you got here?
Yeah.
You know, and
Because
it's
for
always
real, what?
preparing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's 5 now.
She's 5.
How hard is it for you to be the Kehlani that we love and give us this time and being mom? Like how do you balance mom, career, audience, health, just everything? What's the balance?
I mean, she's my biggest fan.
That's dope.
So, like, she's stoked about all of it.
Does she know who
She's
you
like,
are?
you're going to do your job and kill it, Mom.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, she sings the songs. She comes to the studio. She comes to the shows. She's notorious for like throwing a fit about coming on stage. And she can, if she want to come on stage in the first song, she can be there the whole time. I don't care. Live your rockstar life. But she notoriously falls asleep before I go on stage.
Oh.
And then the next day, she's like, I didn't get to go on stage, did I? I'm like, no, you didn't make it. But the couple times she's come on, she's murked it. The videos are on the internet. She grabs a mic. She sings down. She can sing her butt off. She has perfect pitch. She has a vibrato. It blows my mind.
Dude, and not scare you, but would you want her to be in the business?
I want her to do whatever her dream is.
Gotcha.
Like I'm here to facilitate. It's her life. Like I don't have this wish to like dictate anything that she does. She is such a commanding little person. Like we will plan the day for her. And she looking at me because she knows. That's how she knows. We will plan the day for her. I'll be like, yeah, make it so exciting. Like, we're going to go to the aquarium. We're going to go to Disneyland. She's like, I just want to stay in my room today if that's cool with you.
Oh.
I'm like, you know what? We're staying in your room. That's fine. So
That's beautiful.
she knows what she wants. She really does.
She changed your life?
Absolutely.
By whatever that means, she changed your life.
In every sentiment of the word.
It's crazy when you start to, and even for our kids, like you start to live for your kids
Mhm.
and you take different kind of risk. Because my main thing I tell people, Kehlani, is there's nothing that's going to stop me from going home.
Mhm.
Whatever going on in the world, I'm going to go make it home.
Mhm.
Friend or foe,
Mhm.
handshake or fuck you up, I'm going home.
God willing, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I am a dad to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make it home.
It's the best job in the world.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's the best job and it's the scariest job.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy because I look at my kids and I'm pretty sure everyone that had kids in here, you could look at them and you say, dude, I love you so much. That is crazy how much I love you.
Yeah.
And have you become the shield from day one?
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you, like, she don't even need a shield. Like, she's so smart. She's so careful. She's really aware, like, emotionally, like, physically. Like, she walks into the room and, like, is like, that kid doesn't look like they're feeling okay. I'm going to go check. Like,
Jesus
she's
Christ.
like, do you think that they need anything? Like, are you happy? I've had friends go through it and she, like, goes to comfort them before anybody else. And it's like, you're really beautiful. I hope you know you're so... It blows my mind. Or she'll tell people, you can use your words. Like, if you just use your words.
Is that you?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. because no one just gets to, 3, 4, 5 and say, you can use your words. They've heard that from somewhere
I mean,
else.
I've talked to her. Like, she was able to communicate like that from jump. We didn't baby talk her. I was talking to her
she
as a
can make,
child. Like, I don't know what this means, but here's the word that means this, I think. So
she can make like $110 an hour for that. Just for like there's different kind of, a friend of mine, she does like online like therapy thing where she don't even have to leave the house. get with like an agency and she could just like talking like, hey, you could use your words.
She's
you know?
too empathetic. She would cry about everyone's story after. She really would. She cries at commercials.
Oh,
she
God.
watching the show. We were watching, what was it? Sea Beast? We're watching Sea Beast, and Sea Beast is about, oh my God, I'm mom rambling.
No,
Oh, no,
please.
it's so cute.
We're watching Sea Beast, and Sea Beast is about like these pirates that go like kill all these sea monsters, and then this little girl gets them all to realize that the sea monsters are really nice sea monsters, and they've just been retaliating against us because we suck. The first monster they went to go kill, my daughter was like, turn it off.
Oh.
She was like, what if it's a mommy monster?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She was like, what if she goes back home and she has baby monsters and they just don't know that because they don't speak monster? I was like, valid. That is valid.
Hey man, that's when you really got to turn it off. Like, yeah, this probably she getting too deep for this shit.
Yeah, I'm like, wow,
Right.
do we have to go
Like,
backwards?
let me turn this off.
Little Bear, maybe?
She probably got a whole different album. You know what I'm saying? Or she probably
She's on the album. She's on
that's
my
dope.
album.
The new
Yeah.
album?
Singing her butt off. Yeah.
Singing?
Like, I have to point out to people when it's her because you would think that it's an adult. Like, not by the tone of her voice, but just how good it is. So she's so good. She's just doing these little runs. It's so good.
Hey man, she said it's so good. Now you mommying out.
No,
It's
right.
so
I know.
good.
We have to like move on or else we're going to be here talking about my kid forever.
No, can we turn it into a whole parent thing? And if she good with talking to people, see if she can get on with like Drake and Kendrick. See if we can put this one in.
She don't have no idea what's going on. Thank God.
Give her a day. Give her a day. I'm pretty sure she seemed like a fast learner. Give her a day to study it up. Give her like family matters.
She
and
would
all that
probably
kind of
say
stuff.
everyone needs to be just nice to each other. And
Yeah.
just- they probably need to give each other a hug.
See, yeah, that's a broad stroke. We probably need to go to a 5-year-old Kehlani daughter to put this to the end.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
honestly, perhaps.
How much do you pay attention to of things that's other than Kehlani?
I peep it. I think I'm supposed to peep it
Right.
so that I
Enough.
know. Yeah, just so I'm aware and just so like you see how it affects people differently, and like if it ever comes down to affecting people that I pour into and care about, my fan
Right.
base and my world, and I have to be some kind of rock in any kind of way, then I have to be aware of what's going on in the world at all times. So
And I could maybe I'm not aware, but how do you, unless there's something I haven't seen, how do you stay out of like beef and everybody on this gotcha stuff? That's what everything is now. Everything is gotcha. Everything is mean now. How do you stay out of that?
I don't think I've done much of anything that's like awful.
Mm.
Like I do have people that have issues with me, but it's usually my moral stance, or it's
Right,
like
gotcha,
me
gotcha.
having been really loud about something that people didn't want people to find out about, or people have an opposing opinion. I'm the one that stands up in the room and argues with somebody about something that's going on in the world, and like nobody ever finds out. There's no cameras. There's no like nothing like that. But a lot of people do have things to say because I'm not quiet about bad things.
How do you keep enough of you private, and how do you pick what to share with the public?
Yeah, I think I just don't opt to put it out there voluntarily. I think that's just one of the safest things you can do is just like people try to bring up things all the time. And like, as long as I don't acknowledge it, it doesn't really get any bigger. I have good relationships with, my fans to where I can just like gently hit them up and be like, hey, this looks like it's going to get a little out of hand. Or like, maybe we calm this down here. If you want to facilitate a conversation with me and that person, like that's cool. Like there's little things like that, like where we're sending out posters or something and somebody's poster came ripped and they think I'm ignoring them and they're like, I've DM'd you 800 times and now it's story time on how they're
Right.
getting ready with me and they're like, story time on how I DM'd Kehlani 800 times because I was like, whole time I was on a surf trip and I deleted
Lord.
Instagram off my phone for a week so I didn't see it.
So you really are surfing.
Oh yeah.
How long you been
it's my
surfing?
sanity for 2 years.
Jesus, how did
Yeah.
you pick? Oh, we had a conversation about.
She taught me.
Who's that? Tasha? You
Yeah,
said?
it's Tashi. She
Tasha,
back
you
there. That's my surf
motherfucker.
teacher, y'all, my best friend.
Tasha, is that a sister over there?
Yeah.
I love
Come
it,
on.
Tasha. Hell yeah.
Period.
So Tasha was already in the water.
Been in the water. That's a
How
water boy
do
right there.
you get up and say, yeah, I'll start surfing?
My dad surfed.
Okay.
And my dad
My
passed
dad
when I was
surfed too.
one.
I never
See?
met her. He surfed out of our lives.
I said,
was it-
see? I
was that-
take it back.
Oh, sorry about that. Was that too much? Oh, sorry. Hey,
Are
it's
we
called therapy.
trauma bonding? Right
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Can you give my phone number to your daughter so she can help me through this?
She got you.
Like,
She's gonna
Jesus
say,
Christ.
talk about your feelings. Your big feelings.
Just let it out. Let it out. Big Boy's a character. I want to hear from Kurt. You know,
Yeah. She got you.
So you get in the water 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Is it a challenge to yourself first?
absolutely.
Okay.
Everybody's like, I'm gonna do so good, and then they come out the water and they're like, wow.
Yeah, water's a beast too.
Yeah, it's its own. She's her own thing. She does what she wants when she wants. We laugh all the time about like running into skaters who are like, I'm gonna be so good at this because I skateboard or I snowboard, and it's like you can skate the same spot every day, and it's your skill level because the ground doesn't move.
Right.
You can surf the same spot every day, and you're getting a different wave. Like no matter what, you get a different wave technically every 30 minutes. The swell changes, so. It's just about getting to know the ocean, getting to know that feeling when like a wave picks you up, and then being willing to like get your butt whooped. I'm trying not to cuss. I know I'm not supposed to cuss, right?
I'm not trying to do all that though.
You just gotta get your butt whooped enough to be able to get up and be like, I looked goofy. I probably hit my head on my surfboard a couple times. I swallowed a lot of water, coughed a lot, and a lot of people on the beach saw me.
Yeah, that sounds.
And
fun.
I gotta go do it again.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
It's amazing. It's so silly. The
But
best
you
surfer is the
enjoy
one
it.
who has the most fun.
Or were you? Oh, say it again.
The best surfer is the one who has the most fun.
The best surfers. Well, I guess I won't find that out, huh? Yeah, and plus I'm getting to a point now, man, where I was in Turks and Caicos, and they have this abandoned ship. You ever been to Turks and Caicos?
No, and see, that don't sound like my swag.
Well,
Abandoned ship.
you know what?
You dragged it.
Yeah, and people jump off of that.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, and
I'm super good. You don't
yeah,
want to surf?
I thought I was super good too. Yeah, that's why I don't want to surf because now I got to a point where I'm just like, you know what, dude, don't do it.
Yeah, abandoned
Yeah,
ship.
my son, they were jumping off, and my daughter, she's 15 now. She was probably like 13 at the time, and it's one of those things where my kids did it, and I was like, anytime you go, fuck it, I might as well. That's when it's bad. Yeah, so I did one of those might as well. I climbed up on the abandoned ship, and it was already my kids already jumped off, the buddies and all that, and we were going back, and I was like, you know what? Let me just try it. So I climb up the abandoned ship, and I go to jump. Right when I'm at the edge, my wife and my daughter are in the boat. And my daughter looked up at me and she said, Dad, don't. I wish I would have listened to that. But
What
I did one of
happened to
those
you?
things where, as you see, I'm sitting here, I lived.
Right.
Soon as I jumped, when I hit the water, instantly I knew it was a bad idea. I felt
happened
the
to
pain
you?
shoot straight up to my shoulders. Yeah, I swam to the boat and I was messed up.
Oh no.
It was bad.
Oh.
Yeah, and that right there, that would let me know now I'm not surfing. I'm not snowboarding.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything. Are you adventurous beyond? Have you jumped out of a plane yet?
You know, that's one of those things where I'm like, like when the freak accidents do happen and you're
Yep.
like, you didn't even have to do that.
Yeah,
Like, that's one of those things where I'm like, wow, I don't have to ever do that.
right. That's true.
Like, that's not on my, like, wow. Like, that's not on my bucket list.
Right. You know,
Like,
and you're not trying to
I
get
would
into
cheer on all the homies from the ground.
Hell, I even pay. Go on, man. You
Absolutely.
don't feel that.
Absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
sponsoring
So
all
you're not getting into no
skydiving.
submarines or nothing like that.
I don't even like snorkeling because like seeing too much of what's going on under there is gonna make me resent surfing on the top of it. Like Tashi knows, I also have like a freaky like magnetism with like sea animals, and I don't say this in like a cute mermaid kind of way. I say it like they don't want to leave me alone, and it scares me. I have missed waves and almost drowned because seals just like to like pop up right next to me. Like you're just there, and it's like a
They were like
head
popping up like, Kehlani, love your
right
album.
next to you, and I'm like, woo, gotta go. Not into it. That's
But you say you're adventurous, but not jumping out of a plane adventurous.
no.
What's the next thing or what have you done?
I just have a lot of random hobbies.
You don't ride motorcycles, right?
No, I've experienced too many loved ones. Like I've lost a lot of people to motorcycle accidents.
okay.
So I'm like, I won't let any of my friends get on motorcycles.
Same.
Like I won't let anybody I know. I'm like, no, sorry.
Bow and arrow?
No.
So what is this adventure thing you talking about, dude? Like, she hasn't jumped out of a plane. You just You said adventure.
Yeah, but like bow
And here I am. I
arrow.
opened up about the Turks and Caicos hurting myself. You know, if I
You
would've
know what
known-
it is? It's like I wouldn't be opposed to bow and arrow. It's just like not that. I'm a little lazy for bows and
Yeah,
arrows.
see, I love that.
That's a lot.
Do you skate
I do skate.
backwards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody's bragging. You know what I'm saying?
Now imagine if I was like, I get the bullseye on the bows and arrows. We could throw axes.
No, you don't.
We could do that.
Have you thrown them?
No, we could do that though.
I'll do that with you.
I typically say yes to all things I'm invited to do. I randomly pick up hobbies all the time. It's so fun.
All right, so we'll do some axe throwing. Anybody
You
want
gonna
to go
come
with
to
us?
pole class with me?
Yeah.
To where?
Oh, I thought you was gonna skip that one.
Wait, go to where?
You wanna come to pole class with me?
What?
Get on a pole.
I think I'm confident enough to take pole classes.
Period. Honestly,
Do it.
Have you
we'll
taken
film
pole
it.
classes?
Absolutely.
If I go do the pole classes, there ain't gonna be any video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, I
For
ain't
the
going
station.
there. No, yeah, I need to be
We'll
there.
put my
No.
single under it.
Yeah, it'd be after hours. I don't know. Maybe that's my real calling.
You honestly would not know until you try. You have my open invitation.
That sound like. Do you have a pole at your house or you have a
We
pole?
just took
place?
it down this morning because we're
I
tired of
would've went
stubbing
today.
our toe on the base.
Oh, I
So-
would have went today, but shit, you already pulled it down.
Oh, you
Oh, I
see?
would've
Wow.
went- No,
That's why.
I don't know. Let me ask the fellas in here first, man, because the ladies will sell you out. To the fellas, man, think about your partner, Big Boy. Mickey Ficky Mix, Luther Lufe, Phone Taps, 30-year anniversary this year. Should I go do pole classes with...
Yes. You didn't get the answer you thought you was going to get, huh?
I didn't.
Radio
I didn't,
legend.
man.
Thank you for the support. Thank you.
Hey, man, can you imagine? Yeah, radio legend, Big
That's-
Boy breaks back at Kehlani's pole dancing class.
I have so many great people
you
who
know
will
what?
facilitate a not painful
People
experience.
don't understand how hard it is to do the pole.
Is the what? I was like, oh, you girls need a raise.
Have you done it, Ani?
No, that's a goal. I want to learn how to pole dance. I think
I got
it's
a
so
teacher for
cool.
you. He's the best. He's yup.
It's a workout.
Yup, and he's fabulous. He eats down. He's so good.
I don't want no man teaching me how to pole dance.
Well, get into it. He's the
Really?
best. He's the
Okay,
pole
I'll
master.
go then.
Woo, let's do it.
Damn. I don't know. You know, do you smoke? Of course.
Not at all.
You don't? Okay.
Nope.
I don't smoke either, right? I've never smoked in my life.
Oh, that's good.
But I did this thing with B Real from Cypress Hill called they do this thing called hot boxing.
Oh, were you
And-
so high?
Yeah, and yeah,
Not
so
me. Hate.
I was sitting in there and I don't smoke, so they do interviews, just kind of like how Mike Tyson does as well, right? I got the baddest contact, and that let me know to never do that shit again.
Uh-huh.
And I learned a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I go do these pole classes, I'm gonna do the same thing. Like, dude, I could have lived a life without pole dancing, and here I am because I'm sitting with Kehlani after hours in front of a lot of people, and now I'm pole dancing. What do I wear?
You know, you kind of need to have like this space open and like this
Like bare
kind of,
skin?
like open bare. Yeah.
You know, I used to weigh 500 pounds, right? I got a
mean-
lot of loose skin. Maybe that's gonna burn up, and you know what I'm saying. I don't. Let's talk about it after.
Yeah. We'll
yeah.
figure it out. I
we'll
got the
talk
teacher
about it
for
after.
you.
But if I do
Get you
go,
some heels.
what?
Period. You would eat some
That's how I
platforms.
got to 500 pounds.
Some clear ones, and you click them and they light up.
Okay, you trying to embarrass me now?
No, I'm trying to have you eat.
Hold on for a
Yeah.
hot second, dude. Hold on, this is my wife calling. Hold on, she don't even know I'm here recording with you, baby. Yo, I'm sitting down with Kehlani right now.
Even
We're
tell
doing
me.
an interview. What's cracking? Okay. Okay, hold on. She got a question about some pasta she's making. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on speaker, baby, so you can, if anybody here do pasta as well. You sure? Hey, baby, hold on. I'll put you on speaker real quick. Baby, Kehlani is here. Say hello to Kehlani real quick.
I'm good. How are you?
She want me to take pole classes, baby. What do you think about that?
Like pole classes?
Yeah,
Like pole.
getting on the pole.
Mrs. Big Boy, ma'am.
No.
Say what now?
No, you might get dizzy and lightheaded. No.
There it is. See? You might get dizzy and like, thank you, baby. Yeah, so that's the queen right
Saved
there.
by the wife.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, my protein
You're lucky
levels.
I respect women.
Yeah. So yeah,
I do.
man. And you know what's crazy? I was just about to go, and I was gonna ask you whether I get a size 13 pump. But shit, it'd be greater later.
My
You
pole
saw that.
teacher got those, actually. Yeah.
Your pole teacher got.
Yep, size 13
Do a lot of
pumps.
men do pole dancing classes?
Absolutely, and they eat. He actually has like a men's like playhouse in West Hollywood that he started that's getting picked up in a real way. Y'all need to go. It's a cracking time. Okay. Shameless plug.
Wait, a cracking time
A cracking time. Just
in
like I
West
said.
Hollywood?
Absolutely. I am gay. This is for the gays.
I don't know. Maybe I am too.
You might have a good old time.
Right. Can you imagine? I have to call my wife like, baby, I'm at a cracking time.
I'm in WeHo.
I'm not coming back home.
If you call your wife and say you're in WeHo, might be raps. Might be over with.
Maybe I lived
Everyone's
a
too
lifetime.
attractive over there. I don't know what to say. You might start winking at people.
So you say you're gay.
I
Did you
say
know?
I'm gay.
Hey, man, how gay are you? Have you ever seen that
Gay.
African dude that they'd be like, so you're gay. How gay are you? Did you know?
Yeah, but also no.
Right.
I was always bi before I identified as like a lesbian. And then one day I was like, wow, why do my brain break at boys? It just don't happen. And then a girl looks at me and I think about it for all of eternity. Like it was so different. And then, you go through all the like, what does society have to do with this?
Right.
And breaking down all those pressures and all those things. And then you allow yourself to dive in and get through it. And you're like, oh, okay, I was just gay. Sorry
Right.
to all the boys.
Yeah. Do you ever have those guys that think they could take you out of gay? Men
the
are
time.
some motherfuckers.
All the time.
You just ain't being with the right one. Like,
All the time.
really?
It's so funny.
That's just like you could tell her, you throw this back at them. Like, okay, so you're straight. Is there a guy that can make you gay? Because you know guys would be like, oh, I can get you out of that. You ain't been with the right guy. Then you just tell them, hey, you ain't been with the right guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd be like, I know some like really fine boys. Like we could get into it, honestly. Yeah. I could put you on. I could let them take you out. Yeah.
You're not talking to me though, right?
No.
That
No.
was my wife on the phone.
No.
Hey man, she was probably like, yeah, he called his wife because Big is down low. We know Big ain't got no wife. Yeah, look how he's sitting. Yeah, he been sitting like that since I came in. You know what I'm saying? Look at
Comfortable
him.
positions. A comfortable position.
And then plus when you have fake kneecaps, you just feel better when you do like this.
There we go.
Believe that. So no, when you say gay, that's beyond bi. That's no men.
Yeah, I haven't dated or entertained men in 3 years.
I heard that.
Yeah, I am a lesbian.
Are men full of shit?
Yeah, even if you're straight, I think men are full of shit. Yeah. Sorry, but not.
Sorry, fellas, for even asking.
Y'all know, it's okay. I think we're warming up to like men realizing that, and that might lead to a lot of men's healing. Yeah.
I think women are full of shit.
I think it's possible for. Oh, you said
know
shit.
what?
I could cuss.
No, you can't, because then you're gonna go with it too much.
I've been being so clean this
Well, hold
whole
on.
time. Be proud.
I think women are full of stuff.
I think it's
I think
quite
it's people.
possible for anybody to be full of shit. Yeah.
Oh, see, now she going. I done gave her a license.
Oh, now I'm shitting it up.
Yeah. Are you in a relationship now?
I'm gonna keep this about music.
Yeah. Are you in a relationship now?
I'm gonna keep this.
Say I'm in a relationship
Didn't we
with
just talk
music.
about how
Just say I'm in a
like
relationship with
my
music.
keeping myself sacred
Watch
and all
this.
that good stuff?
I'm in a relationship with music. Are you in a relationship
Period with music.
now? Oh, I love it. How
Yeah.
has this relationship with music been?
Here he go, y'all. My single is lovely. The video was awesome. I was throwing a lot of ass. I don't know if you saw.
When does the new music come?
Very soon.
Are you almost done?
I finished it, yeah.
Oh, really though?
Yeah.
When do you know you're finished?
I think when you can play it down and put it in the order and you're like, this is the story. Like this, I know where the story begins and I know where it ends and I know how it maneuvers and how it feels and it hits all those points and it's not missing nothing and I'm about ready to start the next one.
Do you have a title for it already?
I do.
Can you
I'm
share or
not
you gonna
leaking
wait?
it here. It's coming soon. Y'all, I spend
how
so
many
much
on
time.
there?
I have a really careful, beautiful rollout that I put real love into and I just want to give it what it deserves.
Can you answer how many's on there?
How many's on there?
Yeah.
13.
When you do 13 for the new album, how many do you record? to
Oh,
pick
there's like
13?
50 or more.
How do you pick and choose which babies make it onto the actual project?
I think albums transform so much over time. Like it's never what you thought it was in the first month of making it. You could make an album in a month and you're like, that's the album. But if you know that that's not it, there was multiple points in making the album, especially the way we made it and like the process of it, which I'll talk about one day. It was multiple albums at multiple different points.
Right.
And then we got to this point where I was like, that's the setting, that's the story, that's the feeling, that's who I am as a person. That explains right now, and only that has to exist. And it does suck to let go of all those other ones.
Man.
It's the hardest thing in the world because everybody has their favorites, especially when I made this album so collaboratively. Like so many people that I love. And like by the end of the week, the last week of making it, we're like all staring at this whiteboard in the room. And we're all like, damn, if that one has to go, my heart will break. And that's my favorite, and this is my favorite. And I'm like, y'all, but this one, and everybody's like, yeah, but the other one, and it's a heartbreaker for sure. But you can drop those whenever, and some of them will maybe make it onto a deluxe or make it onto the next one. And
How long is the process from beginning to end for making that?
we started in like June or July of last year.
Did it keep changing?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
over and over and over again. Yeah,
So, but this is it.
yeah, for sure.
Are you excited for people to hear it?
Yeah, every single response has been so incredible. Like it's been like people are like, I don't know what I thought you were gonna play me, and I know that you change, project
That's
to
what
project.
I got from
but like,
After Hours.
and After Hours is completely not the best song on the project. It's by far one of the cool. It's cool. I love the song, and I still say that in comparison to the rest of the album, it's cool. It's a. We had to get a bop off. We had to get a
Right,
banger off. It's a single.
So After Hours is the single,
Yeah.
but you got some of those. Yeah, you like that one, but this right here,
Yeah,
this right here,
yeah.
you got that.
Vocally, sonically, lyrically, like there was a method to making this album. That was like
Did it feel easier?
it felt like a challenge in a good
Oh,
way.
wow.
Like
Yeah.
I didn't let anything just be the first version of itself. Like there's nothing on there that's like this is the first time I recorded it, and this is like there's no
This is
changes, and that was it. Every song has multiple versions, and like kept getting worked on again to made better, and kept getting let's play this for so and so and see what they think, and then you're right, and then like let's try this again and let's pick it apart and let's reprogram it, and sitting with a different producer to find a new part of this beat, and sitting with this person and blah blah blah. And it was fun.
Is there a Kehlani formula, or you just kind of go with it? You know, some people are like, oh, I gotta record with the lights off, or I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Is there, or you just like, I feel it, let's go, I'm ready.
I mean, we made this album in a bunch of houses
Right.
in a bunch of different places. So it kind of felt like that. Like it was, my favorite part was in San Diego, and we would wake up and surf and then like go inside and record all day, all night. And like seeing Hollywood producers in wetsuits,
Oh Lord, see?
like who are otherwise, they sit down and they're like so cool and so good at what they do. And then they get in the water and they're just getting beat down.
Yeah.
And laughing like children. There was a moment where me and Tosh were sitting in the water like, it's been 2 hours. They should be ready to get
Like,
out now.
Can we do some work?
We're turning pruny. And they're like, nah, I gotta catch the wave. I gotta catch the wave. So I think just everybody had so much fun. Everybody was really family by the end of making this album.
Gotcha.
I felt like when we clinked glasses to celebrate that we were finished, it was our album, not just mine. So I'm really proud of it. And I'm proud of everyone who was a part.
With the producers that didn't surf, that got in the water, did any of them do the pole dancing classes?
Well, the poll's new. I just started that.
Oh, so you,
No, that's why I'm in classes.
yeah, but you gotta
Yeah,
get
we
in
can
a little
laugh
longer.
and we can laugh at each other.
Oh, that is
We're
true.
both beginners.
I don't. Let me get up. I'm about to say,
You
let
the
me-
one brought it back
I'm
up.
about
I
to
think
say,
you
let me
want
get
to do
off
it.
the pole.
I think you're thinking about it. It's on your mind.
Tell you the truth, it is on my mind.
See, if
Now-
you sleep on it, you
now
wake
watch.
up again.
Let
You got to do
me
it.
show you how this works, right? My man right here. What's your name? James. Alrighty. Let me show you how this works. James, you ever thought about me being naked? No. You have now.
You ain't got to be naked on the pole.
No. I'm not even talking about the pole. It's in his head now.
Okay, the math.
The same way when you said, "Oh, you brought the pole." You said the pole's in your head. Yeah, it's in my head because
you know,
presented
this sounds
it
like
to
a
me.
lot of excuses. Some mansplaining.
Hey, do why she leave from here and there's some pole pictures that I don't want nobody to know about? Somebody dug them up, like me with my hand, my leg behind my head or some old crazy shit.
Skill.
Yeah,
Valid skill.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I used to know how to do the splits back in the days too. We got 5 minutes.
I don't know what that means. This is intense. I gotta pee.
Yeah, I was buffering.
Okay.
Yeah, it's little
I was
things that
about
I
to get
do.
you some rice.
I need Lou, anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a question about dating. Because I'm like, single and all that. Don't really know how to date. Summer's coming along, but you've been in a relationship with guys, with girls. Like, what is your best advice when it just comes to people and how to date, what the right thing, wrong thing to do is?
Oh,
I
that's so
think
cute.
I think you should be yourself as much as possible from the beginning because I don't think anybody likes surprises. And I think you also find yourself with the wrong people in the wrong way when you're a protected like a projected version of yourself. And then you run into a problem later on when you're like, they don't even like who I really am. So I think you just put it all out there in the beginning and you get the person who likes all that. All the weirdness, all the annoying, all the hobbies, all the extra.
It's going to take a special
Be
person.
you,
for
girl. Someone's going to love
Yeah.
it. Absolutely.
And be careful because a lot of people send their representatives.
Oh.
Be careful with that. Like she's little sis as well. And Ani hasn't been, have you been on a date?
Not like an actual date where you
Well,
pick me
you're
up,
so
take me to
cute.
dinner.
I love it.
Yo, somebody take her on a date.
Yeah.
But people are
well,
weird,
she
too.
had a couple good stalkers, but we were like, let it go. We found one
Yeah.
downstairs in the restroom too. She got a restraining order on him. So is he here? Is there a guy named Jose here that got a restraining?
Juan.
Anyone? Oh, okay. Juan.
Yeah.
Is there a Juan here? She got a restraining order on? No?
Oh, this sounds real.
Oh, no, it is.
I was laughing and then I wasn't.
No, you could, yeah, and
I
I
have a year
mean,
left on that restraining
say what
order.
now?
It was 3 years. I have a year left.
Yeah. It got real in here, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna-
Well, after hours, the
energy's
single,
gonna
ladies and
shift. Right,
gentlemen, the
right,
album
right,
is
right.
coming. Kehlani, definitely want to thank you for coming and hanging out
Thank you
with
for
us, man.
having me.
And you know what? We're going to zoom through a couple of these questions, too,
Great, love that.
because some people have some questions. What is your inspiration on your album is Lovers from Cloud 19 versus Now? Is that right?
Huh?
What is your inspiration on your album? Lovers.
Covers.
Yeah.
Covers.
Covers.
You
Okay.
said lovers.
Go ahead now. Who wrote that up? All righty.
My-
I want
my-
to talk
the
to you about your
covers.
penmanship after too. All right, but go ahead.
I think on Cloud 19 You Should Be Here, like it was me like observing and like looking from like a high place, like kind of feeling very distant from all of it and just an observational reminiscent type of thing. What even comes after that? God, so many projects.
I got one right here too. This one the same person. Can I ask this question?
Yeah.
Also, how is it that your gym booty was shaking in after hours?
No, because let's talk about it. Because y'all
Yeah,
keep dragging me. Y'all keep dragging me. And we're gonna tell the truth today. Let's talk about the truth.
Praise the Lord. Shame
Y'all
the
know
devil.
damn well when y'all watch them videos of them girls doing them challenges, that is like top level twerk. Y'all know that. It's not that my ass doesn't shake. It's that I got one or two moves. I got my one little thing and then it happens and then it goes and that's it. Y'all, that's cool. Be grateful. But on them challenges, y'all was trying to set me up for failure because they are doing some grand, high skill level. And let's be real, because I be watching them. Thanking God for them. Amen. They're wonderful, beautiful pieces of art. And I just don't got that. We have to assess where we're really at. You know what I'm saying? Be for real with yourself. You know, I know myself. So I told the truth. Don't you challenge me to set me up for nobody's failure on nobody's challenge.
Did you direct After Hours a video or
No, Amber
okay.
Parks did. She's fantastic.
Because there's someone here that says, will you be directing any more videos soon?
You know, I began directing out of the pandemic when like we just couldn't shoot other videos, and I learned a lot. And I tend to like work with collaborative directors, so it was a collaborative effort for After Hours, and I hope that every video will be collaborative in that way. And I hope one day that my dream is to do films. I never really wanted to do music videos, but it was my leeway into doing it because I'm just not in the space to do a film right now. But that's where I want to. So that's what I want to do at the end of it all. I prefer behind the camera. Yeah, I hate acting. I hate if music videos make me nervous as hell. Like I prefer like being behind for sure.
That's because you would think when someone says movies, they don't totally go behind the camera as the person saying that first.
Oh, as I'm watching the movie, I'm like, wow, that shot. Like, man, that's the coloring. Like, that's what my brain is doing.
Do you watch different? And do people get upset with you about how you watch, like continuity and different ways that you'll watch a project?
I think it's annoying sometimes when you watch it with people who are like in that world, because we do sometimes be like, wow, I know it costs so much to make that shot happen. Like, I know. But I'm not going to be the annoying person at the movie theater like, yeah, well, that soda can wasn't there in the last scene. And you notice her hat moved a different direction.
Man.
So.
Yeah, my wife hates, well, it's not hate me. She just likes me for that. Like, yeah, look her. This was over here. The towel was over here first. So it is.
It's funny for sure.
But I'll get to the house and help her make that pasta. Well, thank you for coming into the neighborhood.
Thanks for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, After Hours, the video, new album coming soon. Give it up one more time for Kehlani.